Yo, what it do? It's your boy Tilly, and I'm back with another fire video from EW Body Cam. As you can see by the title, you already know. This one a little bit different though. Cop realizes she just made the worst mistake of her life. Yeah. It's good cops and it's bad cops. We already know how that's played. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know how that's played. So we're just gonna tap into it.
Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tense enough, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bring it right back. Wait.
I'll tease you! You did?
Yes!
Did?
I grabbed I shot him! Oh my God!
A traffic stop in the spring of 2021 turns into chaos for the officers, the driver, and the entire community when a fatal mistake becomes a national flashpoint, igniting a wave of unrest as agitation spreads.
They came out that quick? Hold on, all right, these shots of, protesting of Black Lives Matter, like, hold on.
The city, the tensions between the police and the public erupt, and the world watches to see what justice will look like in this explosive case.
All right, let's see.
The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On April 11th, 2021, two officers in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota stop a car when they notice expired tabs and an obstruction hanging from the rearview mirror.
Oh, thanks, dude. Really?
Move forward.
You're gonna stop right here.
Officer Kimberly Potter takes up position at the rear of the car as her trainee, Officer Anthony Lucky, approaches the door.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a driver's license and proof of insurance for me at all? You don't have a driver's license? Okay. What's your name? You're Dante? Okay, gotcha. Well, there's a couple things when I stopped you. The air freshener hanging down there. Yeah, can you do that? And then our other question is your tabs. Yeah, just keep looking for the insurance, and then I'm gonna write your name, date of birth down, all right?
The man they've pulled over is 20-year-old Dante Wright, and a young woman named Elena is in the passenger seat.
I wanted to say he was lying, but I think he's honestly telling the truth, so.
As the police run Dante's information through the system, Dante calls his mom for advice.
He calls me, he says, Mom, I just been pulled over. And I said, for what? Like, that was just my first response, like, what did you do? And he said I had air fresheners in the window, or in the rearview mirror. And then I said, okay, we'll take them down. He was like, you think I'm in trouble? I was like,
I can definitely see, because in the beginning, we seen him tussling with the officer. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm about to say, I can see why.
What would you be in trouble for?
Get that white.
What the police find
Got that
shifts
little,
the
I don't
course of
want to
this
listen
traffic
to the
stop.
law.
Just run him as Dante Wright. No, just run him like you were in DBS.
Yeah.
Just don't put all that other information in.
Oh,
See what it gives you.
Status suspended, mail, state records hit.
See? Don't want to cook for yourself.
he's got a gross misdemeanor warrant, and there's an OFP for a female, so I need to ID her. There's also residue, like weed on the middle console, so probably search the car. Apparently the car is his brother's.
Also, he basically booked. Yeah, he basically booked, but nothing crazy. He not gonna do like life and everything. No murders, nobody on his hand.
Can I tell him what the warrant's for?
Warrant is for the weapons violation.
Oh yeah.
The officers
Oh
who
well, he
have
might
been
do
joined
some
by a
things.
sergeant
He got a
return
weapon.
to arrest Dante, taking the first steps toward an encounter that will end in disaster.
Just have him step on it.
Hey Dante, all right man, here, do me a favor. Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. You can just put your phone on the dashboard there, okay?
So
and then
how
the
about
paper.
you?
I'll explain all that in a second, okay? Just turn around, put your hands on your back.
You're under arrest, Dante.
Okay, so you are going to be under arrest, okay? You do have a warrant, so. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tense enough, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bring it right back. Hey. Hey.
Brother, all you had to do is put your hands behind your back. They actually being lenient with you because he could have got way more aggressive and yanked you because Dante look about like he ain't that heavy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that heavy. No Diddy. He ain't that heavy though. But you making it worse than what it really is. Like,
I'll tease you.
But Officer Potter's taser is holstered on the left side of her belt. She reaches to the right, tragically grabbing her 9mm instead.
I'll tease you.
That's tricky. I can't see myself mistakenly shooting somebody when I know. I don't know. I can't see myself mistakenly just shoot somebody because I would know the difference, the feeling in, oh, I got a gun in my hand than with a taser. You know what I'm saying? I think this is just out of fear because, you know what I'm saying, it's a black man. Even though he mixed, it's still a black, he ain't white. So this is tricky. Like,
But the next sound is not the electric crackle of a taser, but the loud report of a single gunshot. Dante Wright is instantly aware of what happened.
He shot you. I just shot him.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
I shot him. Oh my God.
Kim, sit down.
The booming sounds from down the street are from Dante's car smashing into an oncoming SUV before rolling to a stop at an intersection a block away from the initial incident. One cop is already on the scene, and soon there will be many others.
Vehicle contact shots fired. They're warning the police. We're gonna need additional units.
from the sound of her voice, it sounded like she genuinely, that was a mistake. She wasn't, damn, you gotta think, you're a police officer.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
Yeah, this is tricky. Like, you gotta think, bro. She went off emotion.
That guy was trying to take off with me in the car.
But Officer Potter is inconsolable, and the news isn't improving.
The driver is not breathing according to the passenger.
Oh my God! What have I done? What have I done?
I don't know.
At the crash scene, where the police response is growing by the second, Elena gets out of the car as the officers prepare to move in on Dante. Few, if any of them, know exactly what happened here.
We heard over the radio that Brooklyn Center officers, there was a possible shooting, took the male out of the driver's seat and began performing first aid on them.
Paramedics quickly arrive at the scene as well, but little can be done.
As I approached, I believe they stopped doing CPR. I checked a pulse on his right carotid for when I was aiming at about 10 seconds. I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Dante Wright is pronounced dead at the scene, and while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
I got down to her level and I'm talking to her and she was just saying, repeating some things, and I just told her to stop talking. She repeatedly kept saying that she wanted to die. Again, how my conclusion came that there was something critical that took place. I'm going to prison. I want to die. Just let me die. I I talked to her sergeant twice, and on the second time, he finally listened to me, I said, you need to take her gun from her, because I didn't know the whole realm of it, but I knew it wasn't good.
Officer Potter is led to an ambulance where she's checked out before being transported back to the police station. Officer Potter, of course, is far from the only person experiencing trauma from the day's events.
I went outside screaming, like I was just so distraught. My neighbors heard me, and my neighbors like, no, I'll drive you. And there's so much traffic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I got out of the car and I started running, but it was so far away. So I had to get back in the car. I couldn't go any further. They just be yelling tape.
In the meantime, cops from several departments and jurisdictions have blanketed the area, and many still have very little knowledge about what happened.
Hi there. No, I don't have all the details. I just replaced my partner about 5 minutes ago. I haven't heard about any officers being hurt at all, but I don't know any details.
When Dante's mom finally gets to the scene, she's confronted with the same lack of answers.
I finally got into the yellow tape, and the police officers were stopping me. I'm like, oh my God, is that my son? And I seen the car that we just gave my son 2 weeks ago was smashed up with another car. And I was like, oh my God, was he in an accident? And Brooklyn Center police officer.
He had just got the car. All you had to do was just give it up, bro. You could have got this settled, bro. But he went off his emotions. And sometimes the emotions can get you into deep crap, bro. Man.
Were talking to me, and they said they had no information. They don't know what happened. I said, well, I know what happened. I was on the phone. He just shot my son.
The sight of this many police cars has attracted attention, and it's not long before the mood grows hostile.
These people don't even know what happened, and I don't even know what happened, and they're threatening to hurt people.
But the atmosphere surrounding police shootings is tense in the spring of 2021, and that tension is perhaps especially palpable here in Brooklyn Center, where, less than 10 miles away, Derek Chauvin is on trial for the 2020 death of George Floyd, and as news breaks out about Dante's shooting, the gathering crowd begins to take the shape of a full-fledged protest.
Look at this. When you see a nigga do this,
the gathering crowd begins to take...
He ain't that type of time. You gotta watch him. When you see a nigga put out a whole squad, a black person put out a whole squad, that one, he wasn't even really done with it. Look.
Of a full-fledged protest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got the YNs coming. Oh yeah. It's too late now.
But the growing unrest at the scene of Dante's shooting is only the first glimpse of what is in store for Brooklyn Center as the day turns into night and news of the incident continues to spread throughout the community. Riot squads gather at the police station as the protests spread and troubling reports come over the radio.
Yep. And this don't do anything. This don't make it any better. It don't make it any better.
And as temperatures rise across the city, it's perhaps inevitable that some protesters are detained.
See?
My phone is right there. Can you see who that is, please? You have the answer, but can you tell me who it is? Because it might be my mom, and she's going to be very disappointed in me. It's looking real great outside. It looks like you guys
has turned chaotic in some areas, police must also confront destruction and theft throughout the city.
I'll be honest with you, I got no idea what to do here. I think everything on here is good news.
The wide net of property damage and looting sends the cops to multiple businesses throughout.
This don't make this is just ignorant people just being ignorant. This is all it is. They ain't doing it for no goddamn justice. How'd you steal them from a restaurant doing
Night as they struggle to keep up with sporadic
Black
outbursts
people.
of criminal activity.
You guys get the phone! Get the phone! Y'all better get home! Police, you're under arrest! Come on, your hands up! They probably just ran out here. That kid looks like he's about 8 years old. Wow, this is the America we live in now. I got to war zone.
The local unrest continues throughout the following week, and the city reports that they've handled at least 200 calls ranging from burglaries to property damage. According to officials, more than 140 businesses are damaged, including several instances of arson. In the midst of the ongoing protests and community reaction, Officer Potter resigns from the Brooklyn Center Police Department on April 13th, 2 days after the shooting. The following day, she is arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of Dante Wright.
So, yep, I'm just gonna, I know, I'm very sorry. Just, let's just face this way just for the sake of it. I'm just gonna pat everything down. You have underwear on? No, I just sports bra on. There's no pockets. Just kick it like a little bit for me, thank you.
As she arrives at the jail, Potter has an emotional exchange with the officer escorting her.
I'd give you a hug, but it's probably not allowed.
What's that?
I can't give you a hug. It's probably not allowed.
Yeah, I just be aware that once you walk in the door, everything is recorded, so to speak, and phone calls and everything. Just, I'm sure you know that. I'm just okay. And we'll make this within.
In September, the Minnesota Attorney General added first-degree manslaughter to her charges. At trial, Potter told the jury that she had never before used her taser or her gun on duty in her 26 years of policing, and insisted that she didn't want to hurt anybody that day. Dante's mother posted a message on Facebook calling for accountability.
Just see my son laying there looked to me like he was dead, and I sat there and watched my son sit on the corner for hours and hours. That was my day. I watched my son underneath the yellow tent for seemed to be like a lifetime.
Kimberly Potter was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and sentenced in February
She's
2022.
smiling.
The city of Brooklyn Center agreed to pay Dante Wright's family a lawsuit settlement of $3.25 million in June 2000.
Damn, mama cashed out. Damn, that's the cost of. Whew. I mean, can't bring back her son though. Can't bring back her son though. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about this one, man. Shout out to EDWU Body Cam. Yeah, RP to Dante, man. Y'all gotta be more smart out here, man. For real. Y'all do, man. Gotta be more smart out here how you move and stuff. They already be ready to kill us black men out here anyway. We don't need to give them a reason, you know. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about this one, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. We're on the road to 100K subscribers, and I'm out.